In this meditation, we will enter the 3 realms of the soul: consciousness, being, and heart. There's the center of awareness at the front of the head. In the middle of the forehead, there's the center of awareness. At the back of the head is the center for consciousness. That is the center of the soul in consciousness. In our practice, we begin not with the front, but with the back. In the front is the observer and the thinker. Both utilize external attention. And it's through the interaction with an object that it comes to know itself. Through the observer realizing it's observing an object, it comes to know itself as the subject. A thinker is the same. Through coming back to the one that is thinking, comes to know itself. What is being observed is phenomena. Phenomena is this which dissipates. And so these centers are at the front. And they regard the human part of the self. Most meditations focus on human awakening, awakening the conscious observer. This is often called mindfulness meditation. It's through becoming present to what you're seeing, what you're doing, how you're being. When external attention stops, because there is no object to observe or thought to think, then the other side of this center in the forehead, in the middle of the forehead, is what we call the center for human awareness, or awareness me. Meditators that go deeper often awaken this center. This is the awakening of internal attention. So even if one does not enter into the soul body, the ordinary human, the average human, can awaken human awareness, human self-awareness, if they wish. Awareness without object. If this center matures energetically, then an awakened energy, which is the awakened energy of attention, will fill the headspace. The headspace will feel like a space of deep well-being. And if the frequency of this space rises, then it will feel like a space of light. this also feels wonderful. And it is the extent of human awakening in consciousness. Our path does not begin there, even though the observer is the bridge into the world. Our path begins at the back of the head. And the reason is because when the front of the head awakens, it can awaken very quickly. And when it does, one can often feel in a state of awareness that one has arrived. It is very fulfilling. But human awareness does not allow for any level of transcendence. You're awakened, but you're locked within that space. And if the awakening energetically is too strong, then it's difficult to surrender backwards. So the more subtle practice that requires more skill, more guidance, more time, more patience to engage in is awakening the center of soul consciousness. At first, the back of the head does not feel like anything. It just feels like your head. And it's only because you have not awakened. But if you bring attention there by simply feeling the back of the head and doing it continuously, then the energy at the back of the head will start to awaken. You will start to feel energy there. And once you feel energy to a clear degree, then the next step is shifting the sense of self that was previously at the front of the head, where the thinker and observer are, and shifting it to the back. This shift is quantum. Immediately you are at the back. You are seated there, and you feel clearly, this is me. I'm deeper than the thinker. I'm deeper than the observer. As you feel this new center, which is not new, you're simply becoming awake to it through continuous, unbroken feeling. Your internal attention which becomes energy starts to create a center and a relatively solid center of energy. Your sense of me shifts into this energy center. You clearly recognize that the energy center is the center for your soul consciousness. And the merge of energy and intelligence into the center is the awakening of consciousness me. What is there to watch for is that the previous me, the ingrained me, which is the ego at the front, is not controlling this process. If it's controlling, it will become activated and energy will accumulate in the forehead. So the only role of the mind, the thinker, is to give the initial instruction that we are now entering the practice. Focus in the back. Once the instruction is given, there's nothing more for the mind to do, at least for now. Then the practice is very simple. You simply feel the back of the head. Feel, 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 until energy awakens, and then you transfer your sense of self, your primary sense of self there. You will still have a sense of self in the front, it's just no longer primary. It surrenders to the one at the back. The one at the back becomes your base. When we are the thinker at the front, we utilize external attention, the observer as well. When we are at the back, we're utilizing internal attention. And as internal attention is building the center out, once it becomes solid and still and stable, that internal attention we can now call fundamental attention. Fundamental means it no longer needs to be cultivated. It's already stable. So that's the journey of attention. It's attention that builds the center out, and energy follows attention. So, attention of the back to the back, not the front to the back. Attention of the back itself, feeling the back itself from itself, is what properly awakens the back, the center for soul consciousness. Once this is awakened, one can become aware of a door, a portal, which is somewhat a secret. At the back of the head is a gateway to universal consciousness. And if your teacher is in universal consciousness, then they may easily initiate you past the gate into universal consciousness. We call this initiation, sacred initiation, and it can happen if the seeker, the meditator, is in a ready state. They've already laid the groundwork for awakening. They've already awakened the center of consciousness, me, and they're waiting to go further, the state, while the sense of me is stable now. So it can happen through initiation, but it may also happen on its own. If the seeker knows about the portal, then it happens in a conscious way. If the seeker doesn't know, it may happen in an accidental way, but often not likely. Most meditators without the proper guidance are stuck in the conscious observer or the state of awareness, which is the maximal state of awakening on the human level. It is only when you enter the realm of the soul that you are able to enter into transcendence and liberation. So the state of peace achieved in the state of awareness is relative. But when you enter the realm of the soul, the peace that is achieved is absolute. Because only in the realm of the soul is there emptiness, and only emptiness is perfection. So, once consciousness me surrenders, is ready, stable, and mature, which means that it can start to surrender backwards and lean back towards the center of the universe, which is located behind the head. So the gateway, the beginning of the universe, begins behind the head, but the universe has a center. And so the practice is to embody the center and at the same time surrender the center. You're doing two things. You're surrendering towards the universe in order to experience it, and as well, you're embodying your center so you don't dissipate and dissolve. Dissolve into what? Dissolve into unconsciousness. So it takes consciousness to awaken the center, and it takes continuous consciousness to maintain the center. So you're embodying and you're surrendering at the same time. So once you pass through this gate, which is just behind the head slightly, then you've now entered into pure consciousness. Pure consciousness is the sense of me that's resting in universal consciousness, the vaster space. And it begins to experience universal consciousness from the standpoint of me. Already, there's a sense of transcendence beginning, because indeed you have shifted dimensions. You've gone from earth dimension into the realm of the beyond, the non-physical dimension, which is sustaining and permanent. We call this the real. We call this which is passing impermanent, transient, and unreal. So we say that you are shifting from the unreal to the real when you begin your journey into universal consciousness. As you deepen into universal consciousness from the standpoint of me, you start to experience a profound interconnectedness with a field of consciousness, which is universal consciousness. It's like a field, like an ocean. And you become one with this ocean, as one as you can, and yet you still retain a sense of me within it. But you do have an overwhelming sense of oneness on the level of consciousness all around you. The furthest reaches of what you see, you feel one with. You know you are one with that. You feel you are one with that. We call this mature state of near oneness samadhi. Without a map, if seekers are to reach samadhi in universal consciousness, they will often feel like they have arrived and that there's no further to go, because it's a profound state of oneness. But there is. And the great door to transcendence is not yet open until consciousness me surrenders directly into the universal core with both its energy and its intelligence. So either through clear practice even better, clear practice and initiation when you're ready, then you are energetically passing into the universal core. Energy arrives first because it has to create the home and the base for self-recognition to take place. Once the energy of consciousness me enters into the universal core, the next step is for intelligence to follow. Sometimes it happens at the same time, but generally energy reaches first. Once energy has reached, the next step is to then self-recognize who you are. And if your me has become transparent enough, healed enough, and able to let itself go to the farthest extent that it can, then it will find that itself is like a wave that melts back into the ocean. And once it arrives in the ocean, then you can say, no more wave, only ocean. And if you feel and sense a clear, huge presence around you, particularly at the back of the head, then this is universal consciousness. You already awoke in former stages of pure consciousness and samadhi. The most important piece is the shift of identity. Your ability to not only feel the space clearly around you, but your recognition to shift directly into it, and for you to realize, have that moment of revelation that indeed this is me. I am the universal self. You then look into the world through the body from the space of the universe as the universe. It is a radical difference to be in samadhi, where you are the me enjoying universal oneness, versus entering into the core where you self-recognize as the universe, where the one that's looking is clearly the universe. So that identity shifts from the little one to the big one, and that is what is radical. That creates the complete sense of liberation. So energetic oneness is not enough. That sense or that feeling of oneness is just the beginning of the process. So liberation completes with intelligence fully entering the core and recognizing, yes, I am. So here consciousness me becomes universal me. We also call this state universal subjectivity. Liberation feels complete. Once you enter, it's clear that you are that. And then there's a process of deepening within it. And you deepen on various levels. Self-recognition becomes clearer. The sense of space becomes clearer. And the energy that is activated. You as a vibrant, alive, radiant universal consciousness then becomes more and more. So initiation serves to help you enter the right space and to have the initial recognition, which is indeed the proper entry into the state. But then there's a process of maturation where you fully awaken the energy within universal consciousness as universal consciousness. And then you continue for some time enjoying your freedom. You're now beyond Maya, the elusive world. It's still a valid world, a world that you participate in fully. You're in the world, you've not left or escaped it, but you're just not of the world. You're not bound by it. So universal consciousness gives you incredible freedom. It gives you the incredible freedom of participation. When you are beyond something, you have the full freedom to participate in the former reality because you're not of it. In the same way, you have no fear of any dream you will have before you sleep because you're beyond it. So there's no fear of any life experience because you live beyond it. You hold it within you. Universal consciousness gives you that freedom. One may progress further on the path of consciousness towards the source of I am. Universal consciousness is one aspect of I am. The other aspects are the unmanifest, or source, and the divine, or God. As this is a simple meditation, we won't go into higher levels. On the level of being, which is the you, your presence, your soul in its entirety, as in your soul body. Not just the one that knows, which is your consciousness, but the one that is your being. So to awaken your being is to begin by feeling the center of being in your belly. And we do this with 10 very deep breaths in which there is a maximal expansion in the lower belly with the in-breath and a maximal contraction with the out-breath. And we do this 10 times. And by the end of this process, by the last breath, then you allow your energy system to surrender, settle, and centralize in the lower belly. With the last breath, you should feel a heaviness gather there. And that's where you center in terms of your being. And the practice is simple. You oscillate between abidance and surrender. Abidance is feeling your being simply, no effort, just being what you are, experiencing what you are as a being. And the next is surrender. And surrender is is another form of cultivation in which your being becomes more clear. And you do this by aligning with the out-breath and allowing your sense of being to become more clear, more strong, and heavier. It has a sense of weight, presence. The soul body overlaps the physical body and is about 10 centimeters around beyond the body, in the shape of the body, but beyond it. It will vary from person to person, but approximately it's the greater space around the body and yet includes the area of the body. This requires long periods of sitting meditation and still meditation where you're not moving. And if you can do this for a prolonged period, eventually you will feel clearly that there is a presence sitting there that is beyond the gross body. It is subtle, it is energetic in nature, and it is very much real. Once you tune into it, it begins to grow. It grows and grows and grows, and it grows to the extent that it surpasses your sense of your physical body. And this is the way it should be because it's real, where the physical body will one day dissolve, the soul body will not. As you awaken your being over a period of time, especially if you can be in retreat for elongated, concentrated periods, your soul body will be able to strengthen to the extent that it is as strong and stable like a mountain. The energy is fully awakened. It's strong and stable. And because energy is awakened, if you sit again for long enough, the energy will eventually raise in vibration and become light. And when that happens, you become bright like a diamond. So we call this state the diamond mountain. And so you are bright like a diamond and strong like a mountain. What it means is that whether you're sitting, standing, walking, or running in the most rigorous activity, you have a being that will not dissipate. Your sense of being, your soul body, is fully intact. At the beginning of practice, the soul body will appear, but as soon as you move, it disappears. It's very fragile in the beginning because you're just birthing it. But after some time, it stabilizes. And once it stabilizes, then you're solid like a diamond mountain. At the same time, because you, as your individual being, are not separate from the ocean of existence, you will also simultaneously awaken to the ocean of being. And so, as far as your eye can reach, all that you see in the furthest horizons is you you will have a very physical experience of everything that you see around you as being part of your own being. You will still feel your individual soul body, but you will also feel all of existence, the beingness of existence, as part of you. Not just part, but that you are that. You feel the entire ocean all the time. You move an inch, you feel the ocean. You run, you feel the ocean. You swim, you feel the ocean. It is an extremely beautiful, soothing, warm, incredible feeling to be back into the ocean of existence. And when you are ready, then you become aware of a portal that exists beneath you, beneath the physical body. It's not of this world. It's of the beyond. So being awakens in the realm of presence. But the realm of presence exists because it sits on the realm of absence. They coincide. Presence can be there because of absence. It's just like a movie projected onto a screen. You can only have a movie because there's a screen. No screen, no movie. So existence can only be because of non-existence. The manifest can only be because of the unmanifest. So the source of your being is in the unmanifest. And because of the compulsion to evolve, it wants to go in the direction of its own source. We call this the source. We can also call this the absolute. If you have reached the Diamond Mountain, then you have enough strength in your being to penetrate through the portal beneath you into the other side, where you will return to the unmanifest. You can also understand the unmanifest as the original void, the original emptiness. And it may sound abstract, but it's very much a real space, and you return to it every night during sleep, except that you're unconscious of it. And when you wake in the morning, then you come out of this anchor, and you're now in the dimension of Earth. But actually, where you get your full rest and recuperation is in the source. So now, through practice, you're returning to the source in a conscious way. So when you're ready, there's a way, a practice, through which you're able to enter the source. And once you do, there are various levels that you traverse within the source until you enter complete and total freedom. The same is with consciousness. That I am is just the first stage of liberation. There are other containers of reality beyond it that once you reach them become the real, of which I am would only be a projection. And if you evolve to the furthest reaches of consciousness, again you evolve into the space of complete and total freedom. And the space you realize in being and the space you realize in consciousness becomes the space that you live in. And so when we come to the third dimension of the soul, which is the heart, we first come in to the emotional heart, which is the human heart. And if there are any hurts and wounds or traumas there, or fears, then they must be met honestly, and they must be experienced fully, and they must be learned from. And this we call healing. Once the heart is healed to a relatively complete place, then it becomes empty enough that you have access to the heart itself. Most humans only experience their heart when there's an emotion that passes through it, whether positive or negative. But if you go beyond all emotion, which is phenomena, you find the pure heart by itself. So this is the first awakening, which any human can have without even traversing onto the spiritual path. It's just the feeling of the bare heart on its own, without emotion. And that heart is beautiful. It's open, it's soft, it's gentle, it's honest, it's vulnerable. It's true. The heart is also where love is born. The realization of the pure heart is the realization of love. But if you deepen within the heart, then you find your spiritual heart. This is the heart of your soul. And when you awaken fully your spiritual heart, then you awaken to a depth of love that is unconditional. And if you've awakened your soul body, then you now have a wide space within which you call you. And so when the love that is unconditional in your heart becomes full and overflows, very much like a river of love, literally comes flowing out of your heart and starts to fill the space of your soul. And then you become a being of love. If you evolve further, then this unconditional love, which is still in the form of soul, the separate one, can now go beyond itself and find its own divine nature, which is one with God. And if your consciousness and your being are expanded, then when you awaken to the divine heart, which is your divine self, which is divine love, then it can now fill the greater space of you that you have realized. So, as consciousness awakens and moves towards liberation, and being awakens and moves towards its liberation, and the heart moves from human to divine, and love fills the space of what you are, then you are clearly traversing the spiritual path, the path of conscious evolution, the path back to who you truly are and where you truly came from. Namaste.